This supermarket is greener than most, but besides obvious features like solar panels and charging stations, there's also a big difference behind the fridges and freezers.
So it's running on CO2, so just basically carbon dioxide is how the entire store is run.
He's talking about the refrigerants used to keep the lettuce fresh and the pizzas frozen. This might be surprising, but carbon dioxide is one of the greenest refrigerants in terms of climate change impact.
Which is very different from other refrigerants in the market today. And for us, that was just an important part of our overall sustainability strategy.
Supermarkets have huge refrigeration systems that contain kilometers of piping, plus valves, compressors.
There's so many different points of connection that those systems are inherently leaky. And so they leak about 25% of their refrigerant charge every year.
Most supermarkets use hydrofluorocarbons, or HFCs, refrigerants with very high global warming potentials. Non-profit Environmental Investigation Agency measured leaks of refrigerants in U.S. supermarkets. Based on its data, it estimates each one of the 40,000 supermarkets in the U.S. leak HFCs equivalent to the emissions of 300 cars every year.
If you do the math, it doesn't take long for anyone to understand, holy freak, we shouldn't be using a refrigerant that is a very high GWP in the first place.
On the flip side, switching away from HFCs is a big opportunity.
They are a category of emissions that you can make fairly small changes and have a relatively large impact.
The EIA is recruiting shoppers to take pictures of stickers in store fridges and freezers to track their refrigerants on a map. Stores that use natural refrigerants, like CO2, appear as green dots, including Longo's in Stouffville.
I think it's great to let customers know what businesses are doing, so they can go and support those businesses if that's important to them. I mean, the technology is available to everybody.
Longo's now has CO2 refrigeration in 44% of its stores, showing it's possible. Emily Chung, CBC News, Stouffville, Ontario.